sorry I took so long. I wanted it to be exactly right before you saw it. There are no two people in the world I'd rather give this to. It comes with every good wish for both of you.
That's very kind of you, sir.
There it is. Isn't it beautiful? You like it?
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
Yes, it's overwhelming.
That's it exactly. Overwhelming. We did not expect anything so spectacular.
You certainly didn't. It's tremendous.
Yeah, simply tremendous.
That's exactly the way Martha and I felt when we first saw it, Katy. It completely overpowered us.
Yeah, it does that.
And it grows on you, too.
Oh, it's pretty big already. Does it have a name?
It's called Forever.
Forever.
And it signifies the timeless quality of true love. That's why I thought it particularly fitting for you, too.
Oh, Senator, what a lovely thought.
It says Krauss.
Hans Krauss. I don't believe I know that name.
A relative unknown, but a major talent.
Senator, it's a very lovely gift, but you shouldn't give away such a sentimental thing.
Certainly shouldn't. You've enjoyed it so much.
Well, I'll enjoy it even more now that you two have it. I'm looking forward to seeing it every morning on my way to work.
Oh, I hardly know what to say.
I can't tell you how pleased I am that you both like it so much.
How can we help it?
I'll see you Monday morning, Glenn.
Fine. I'll be right out here at 9 a.m.
Goodbye, Senator, and thank you very much.
It's my pleasure. Thank you, Katy. Goodbye.
Really is something.
Yeah, it really is something.
Katy, I don't think I've ever really explored your feelings about art before, have I?
Nor I yours. I wasn't sure whether you liked the statue or not.
Really? Well, we usually seem to like the same things, don't we?
Yeah, we usually do.
Although I suppose if we didn't see just eye to eye on everything, it wouldn't be too serious.
No, not serious at all.
Well, then, I have a confession to make.
Yeah?
I don't like that thing at all. No, I'm sorry, Katy,
Oh,
but...
thank goodness. You really had me worried to death.
You mean...
Oh, I think it's awful. It's just a nothing, a big blob.
What a relief. Well, I'll get rid of that blob in just a few minutes. I'll just call up... Oh.
You know, it was a gift. We can't just throw it in the river. Well, there is one good thing. It will certainly keep the burglars away from the house.
I'd welcome a burglar tonight if he'd just take that statue with him.
Hello, I'm Sunray Cummings. Mr. Morley?
That's right.
I'm from Permits and Licenses.
Yes?
I noted that you have a new construction out there.
Oh, our statue.
We at the department consider anything over 7 feet in height a construction.
All right, then, our construction.
You don't have a permit.
Right you are. In which case it will have to be hauled away.
Well,
Who is it?
Mr. Cummings here says that since we have no permit for our construction out there, it will have to be hauled away.
Oh, how terrible. Too bad we neglected to have it taken care of. Well, that's how it goes.
Well, miss, I really can help you with that.
Please, I don't want any favoritism.
What's called for here is an on-site permit.
Please don't break the rules for us.
Now, you just leave everything to me. We in the field are empowered to use our discretion.
Still, we should have applied.
Please, we're all human.
You have a duty.
Right. To serve and protect the people. And I might add, it's a pleasure. Well, I'm off. I just dashed downtown with this. Just a matter of formality.
What is?
Approval. Once I submit it, they always approve.
Oh, have you given any thought to the possibility that you shouldn't approve?
You're a funny man, Mr. Morley.
Well, you'll just have to get used to living with it.
So how are we going to do that?
I don't know. But perhaps there's some beauty to it that we just don't see.
Did the thought ever occur to you that perhaps there's some ugliness to it that the senator doesn't see?
Still, we may be wrong. All I say is, let's find out.
I don't see what good this is doing us at all, Katie. This stuff is simply dreadful.
Now, be patient. If we study it, perhaps we can learn something. But there must be something to this abstract art that we just don't understand.
Oh, there is. How do they get away with it?
Since we seem to be stuck with the statue, we may as well try to understand it. If you cannot lick them, join them.
Now, maybe I can't lick them, but I'm going to try a little harder. Anyway, if 12 experts told me that our statue was great, I would still say I do not like it.
You don't have to shout. Shh, please think of our customers.
I wasn't talking about this painting. I was talking about a man named Hans Kraus.
Hans Kraus. Oh, well, we don't have him.
Are you familiar with his work?
Hans Kraus? Yes,
We have one of his statues.
Well, it takes all kinds.
Yes, and we don't really know anything about the sculptor.
Well, whatever happened? What's his name?
Kraus.
Kraus. Well, he only did about a dozen statues, and...
Oh, he's no longer living?
No, one of his statues fell on him. It's the only time he ever made the papers.
A pretty hard way to get publicity.
Well, very few people ever heard of him, and only a handful of those like his stuff. They call themselves the Friends of Kraus.
The Friends of Kraus?
You mean you haven't heard from them yet? They go all over town looking for his stuff.
And they're admirers of Kraus?
Yeah, they think he's a genius, but takes all kinds.
Did you hear what he said? The Friends of Kraus think he's a genius.
Sure. They and Senator Allen.
Since they're so crazy about his work, maybe we could get them. Yeah, and then get him.
Or better yet, we could get them and him together.
You're absolutely right. Oh, you are.
It's nothing, really. I am pretty bright. Katie, what are you talking about?
Trying to find a way to make friends with the Friends of Kraus.
What do you want to be friends with a bunch of nuts for?
Even if it would take away the statue?
Friends. That's it? Oh, I want to be friends. I am very friendly.
I noticed that right away.
I'm happy to meet the Friends of Kraus. I didn't know there was such an organization.
We're a very small group, Senator.
But very dedicated. And it's a pleasure to meet another admirer of Hans Kraus's talent.
Fabulous. Won't you sit down?
Oh, thank you.
I don't know a whole lot about art, but as the saying goes, I know what I like. How did you know I was a fan of Mr. Kraus?
Why, from your note.
My note?
Well, yes, you informed us that you're the proud owner of Kraus's Forever.
Fabulous. Interesting.
You are Senator Allen.
Oh, yes. Fabulous.
We've been looking for that statue for years.
And you do own Forever, don't you?
Well, actually, I don't really own it anymore.
Not fabulous.
It's on the lawn of a friend of mine. And I'm sure he'd be delighted to let you have a look at it.
Fabulous.
Would you like to take my car? It's small, but we can fit us all in. The power of it. It's dynamic.
Dynamic.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Note of yours was a stroke of genius, Katy. Look at them. They're crazy about it.
Well, for that thing, one needs to be a little crazy.
Those people should be allowed to have it. Anyone who appreciates it that much.
Congressman Morley, I think it's the finest thing Krause ever did. We're simply delighted at the thought of being able to add it to our collection.
Oh, well, I think that might be arranged.
Or, since your group wants it so badly, I'm sure Senator Allen can be persuaded to sell it.
Sell it? You mean?
Glenn and I would understand.
We couldn't possibly buy it, Miss Holstrom. A priceless thing like that?
Perhaps it would not be too expensive. Senator Allen wants it seen and enjoyed by everyone.
Oh, yes, it deserves to be seen and admired, but,
And the friends of Krause could see that it's properly displayed.
Oh, that's a wonderful thought, Miss Holstrom. We couldn't take it even as a gift. You see, we have no place at all to put it.
No place to put it. But I thought you wanted to add it to your collection.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is what we call our collection. Every Krause statue we've located and the addresses where we can go to see them.
oh, that's a fine idea.
This is a red letter day for us. Every one of the friends of Krause will hear about it tomorrow.
You must have had quite a scene in the yard today.
Oh, it was a madhouse. The lawn is all trampled and all the flowers. Who told you about it?
Oh, we made the papers. Pictures of the mob outside and everything. Take a look.
Art patron's yard invaded. Congressman turns deaf ear to pleas. Will keep famed statue.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Idiotic. Well, look, listen to this. In spite of many requests that the statue be placed in a museum on public display, Morley has refused to part with it, preferring to keep it for his own enjoyment.
Mr. Morley, how could you be so selfish?
For his own enjoyment. If any museum would even ask for that thing, I'd carry it down in my teeth.
What?
Has the thundering herd arrived yet?
No, but at least my keep off the grass sign is working. Good. Two of those people are back today taking pictures, but I'm glad to say they're standing on the sidewalk for a change.
I still think my idea was best. Keep the lawn sprinkler on all day.
Well, I only hope our newspaper story gets results. I would have thought by now we would have had a phone call or two at least. Wait, here comes somebody.
Good morning. I was just admiring your statue there. That's a mighty handsome thing.
Thank you. It's considered to be Krause's finest work.
Oh, well, I can see you appreciate fine art. I, too, like the finer things.
Oh, please do come in, sir.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I'm sure we could arrange something.
Arrange something?
A loan, perhaps? You are from the Art Museum.
Oh, no, I represent a national magazine distributor. You see, we're starting our special club plan. Yes, now I'm prepared to offer you one free bonus subscription of your choice for any regular 5-year subscription.
I'm sorry, we're not interested in any magazine.
Oh, but wait till you see what you get for all this. Now.
I'm not interested in any magazine.
Yeah, not interested.
Good day.
Well, let me tell you something, lady. Your statue stinks.
Good afternoon, Mr. Cummings. Please come in.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Miss Holstrom. I just had a terrible shock.
You encountered difficulty with the permit?
Ordinarily, they just approve whatever I approve.
But this time?
They decided to make an example.
They refused to issue us a permit for the statue?
Construction. But that didn't stop me. I went to see the chief inspector.
And?
No go.
Well...
Section 12, paragraph D, you know.
Oh, of course.
We never pay any attention to Section 12.
Paragraph D.
That either.
Well, you tried. And in the years to come, when I look at that empty place where the statue used to be...
Wait. There's more. As I was coming out, who do you think I bumped into but Senator Allen?
Oh?
Just on a chance, I told him the story. And do you know, he took a genuine personal interest.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And he told me exactly what to do.
Which was?
Use influence. Why, if I had known Mr. Morley was a congressman,
That's exactly what we do not want. Oh, Mr. Morley would never, for one...
Hold it. We didn't have to. We used Senator Allen's influence.
You mean after all you did?
Miss Holstrom, please convey my compliments to the congressman and give him this.
The permit?
The permit. And don't try to thank me.
Don't worry, I won't. Goodbye, Mr. Cummings.
Goodbye, Miss Holstrom. Oh, and remember, government fairly administered can have a great big heart.
Great big heart. Well, I give up. I just don't know what to do.
You're not the only one.
I thought I was being so smart. But my little newspaper story did no more good than my note to the Friends of Crafts. Worse, it embarrassed Glen.
Well, at least you tried. I don't know what more you could do.
I don't either. I've really run out. Oh, Himmel, not again. Perhaps you had trouble reading our poor sign. Well, I would gladly read it for you. It says, keep off the grass.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't see it.
Well, just watch where you're standing from now on.
Yes, I certainly shall. About your statue.
Oh, please, I would much rather you walk on the grass than talk about that statue anymore.
Well, perhaps I can talk to the congressman then. If you just give him my card, tell him I'll call tomorrow.
Well, I'll give it to him, but I really don't... Oh, Mr. Claiborne, just a minute, please.
Hello, Clark. Nice to see you.
Hello, Agatha.
Mr. Claiborne, this is Senator Allen. Mr. Claiborne is the curator for the Brookfield Art Museum.
Oh, how do you do?
How do you do, sir?
Won't you please sit down?
Oh, so.
Mr. Claiborne has a request to make of all of us.
Oh?
Yes, Senator, I'll get right to the point.
Mr. Claiborne feels just the way you do, Senator. The statue deserves to be seen and admired by all the people.
Indeed, it does. In a museum.
Well, I don't know what to say. It is a fine piece of art, isn't it?
Well, Senator, art is always good if the people think it's good. We'd like that statue because the public wants to see it. It's controversial. It arouses people. 25 people in that front yard yesterday, that's fantastic. We don't get 25 people at once in front of our Gainsborough.
Well, my interest in the welfare of the people is well known, of course. But, Katie, what about Glen?
Well, it breaks our hearts to think of parting with it, of course, but Glen agrees we must make the sacrifice.
The greater good of the greater number.
What is it, Katie? My secretary said you had some sort of an emergency.
The emergency is almost over.
Well, what's happened?
Well, I'll explain later. Just put a smile on your face and agree with everything. Mr. Claiborne, Congressman Glen Morley. Glen shares your feelings completely, Senator.
Good, Glen. Fine civic spirit.
Splendid, gentlemen. Well, on behalf of the Brookfield, I want you to know we're very grateful.
The Brookfield?
And you'll put their names on it, too, of course, along with mine as donors.
Oh, no. You should take all the credit for donating the statue to the museum.
Oh, absolutely. Mr. Claiborne, I insist that Senator Allen gets all the credit.
I wouldn't hear of it. We'll share it equally.
That seems fair enough.
The plaque will read, donated by Senator Clark Allen and Representative and Mrs. Glen Morley. How's that?
Well, I certainly don't see how we can fight that.
We've done these young people out of their wedding present.
Oh, no, Senator.
Oh, no, not at all. What's just happened is the finest, most wonderful gift of all.
Well, I see where the Brookfield Museum has announced the acquisition of its new treasure.
Forever?
forever. Unfortunately, Mr. Claiborne has kept his word.
I beg your pardon?
He's given your names as donors.
In time, we may be forgiven.
I suppose you'll soon be going over to pay homage to it.
No, thanks. I'll worship from afar.
Oh, I think we should go and admire it.
Some things we don't kid about.
We should make it a special occasion, get all dressed up. You take me to dinner, and then we go to the museum.
If you really want to, but let's not do it tomorrow.
Oh, no, I have the day all picked out. Our silver wedding anniversary.
Well, that'll be 1990.
Well, that's soon enough.